Hello, everyone. My name is Yankee Hode.
And I'm Smoking is a Personality Trait, Devin.
And welcome to the One Pod Piececast.
All right. So, introduction to, I think, our first, segment is going to be Convince Me I'm Wrong, where I'm going to bring awful fan theories to you, and I am going to die on the hill that they are right. 100% right. And you have to convince me I'm wrong.
So what do we do if I happen to agree with the idea of the theory?
Cut that portion of the podcast, and when you go, but I agree with it, and I go, don't worry, I have more on retainer.
Or how about this? Even if I agree with the theory, I have to prove it wrong, or try to prove it wrong.
That's fair. That's fine, because sometimes it'll be hard to prove it right. So, lesser minks are real. We were introduced to minks all the way back in Syrup Village, and Kuro is going to make a return post-Egghead during the war. And we have seen Kuro Sulong form.
So when he's doing the whole thing, that's his Sulong form?
When the crescent moon and the full moon fills him with a certain level of bloodlust and power, that's the lesser mink's Sulong form.
Okay, do we have any other references to a possibility of a lesser mink?
Oh, no problem. I got Mary. Okay. Had sheep hair and horns. We had Kuro, who did have cat-like features. We had reference to lesser minks during the whole introduction of minks, in which they thought Luffy and the rest of the team were lesser ape minks.
Fuck, this is going to be a hard one to actually kind of argue.
Confirmation bias is the name of the game, baby. Welcome to the uphill battle and the Sisyphusian curse.
This is going to have to... What you might have to do is let me know what theory we're going to go after ahead of time so I can collect my thoughts ahead of time.
Because if I win, I just win. That's how that works. This is how I win.
Now, did the others officially refer to Luffy and the others as lesser minks?
I don't remember which mink it was, but they were just like, oh, thought you were a lesser mink. It was never came back up.
Okay, so, I mean, I think the easier way to tackle this first is to first be disproving, not necessarily disproving that there are lesser minks, but disproving that Kuro would possibly have been a lesser mink. I think that's going to be the easier thing to tackle first.
Cat-like reflexes.
But those are things that you can achieve just in general in the One Piece world.
The superhuman abilities, and obsession with the moon.
Well, all those things can be just, negated into things like Luffy. He got hypnotized into being superhuman strength. He ripped the whole mast off. Is he a lesser mink? We don't know his mom, but...
I was about to say, we don't know Luffy's mom. There's only one realistic theory.
There's another one that I just came up with on the spot. That Jenny is not only Bonnie's mom,
but Luffy's mom as well.
Different dads.
Kuma takes a vow of celibacy after, and just has Julie, and he's like, best kid, I ain't fucking no more. Let's open this marriage up. And then Jenny's like, okay, your boss is koshin. Nah, I believe more in Oda than that.
But that's a joking theory for another time. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're theorizing on the lesser minks. There is nothing about Kuro aside from his general abilities that is animal-like.
Cat ears.
He doesn't really have cat ears.
He wore them a lot. You kind of have to.
You can wear something.
Nope.
I mean, look at a lot of YouTubers. They got the cat ears.
Never once seen a cat ear a day in my life.
Lies.
With a straight face.
But he doesn't have any of the physical appearances that you would expect to go okay, if you were to say Mary could be a lesser mink. I could buy that a lot more than Kuro is a lesser mink.
Okay, but Kuro could see in the dark. Real good.
I mean, some people have that, though.
Okay.
I don't. I can't see worth shit in the dark.
Wow, crazy. I have bad night vision, too. But that's 100% of the group conversation right now can't see in the dark. I'm just saying. maybe we could have were lesser cat minks.
I mean, it seems like seeing in the dark isn't too wild of a feat in One Piece.
But are you telling me, okay, just to really give you some credence that his powers were earned and not... We saw him flash step, more or less. I don't remember One Piece's name for that one.
But I mean, we've seen other people who are not minks be able to do similar speed type feats.
Yeah, like Rob Lucci, right?
Rob Lucci.
Cool, you're telling me Kuro is as trained as Rob Lucci? You're telling me Kuro at peak level is CP0? You're telling me Captain Kuro?
No, in some aspects he can be, but not necessarily every aspect. Like, Kuro doesn't have the strength of Rob Lucci. He doesn't have
the training, really.
I mean, just because you don't have all the aspects of one character, like he doesn't have all the aspects of Rob Lucci, doesn't mean that he can't have like certain aspects that are similar, like the speed.
But it's also been consistently shown in One Piece that training is considered just better than natural ability because it pushed them farther. Kuro doesn't really train. He's lazy. He comes up with plans. Cats do a lot of thinking.
Well, that's why a lot of the symbolism towards him is of a cat, but that doesn't make him necessarily a lesser mink.
Okay. Hold on. Do me a quick solid. What was his name again?
Oh, Nezumi?
Yeah, what was on his face again? I believe whiskers, right?
Whiskers, yeah, but that could have just been a really elongated 3-strand mustache.
So, like, are you cramping when you're reaching this far? Or
No,
have you
not at all.
I'm stretch beforehand.
I'm nice and limber on this.
You have not a single thing. He had mouse-like features.
He
had mouse-like behavior. He had mouse ears.
That's the mouse ears were part of the hat.
Okay.
Or, well, more than likely. Because, I mean, we've never seen him without the hood, I do not believe. We might have. But I do not recall him ever having the hood off and having rat ears on his head.
So we could equally be right in the Schrodinger's box ass problem.
I think what it boils down to is what evidence is there to prove that Kuro is a lesser mink that isn't easily explainable outside of the fact that people just have these certain abilities.
He really liked milk. He was obsessed with the moon.
Luffy really likes milk.
Yep. Well, Luffy likes meat.
He also likes milk.
Well, you know what? Luffy has his own.
And so does Brook. Brook likes milk.
Well, he's bones. That's unfair. Like, that's literally a healing potion for him. That just doesn't count.
It was a healing potion for Luffy, too.
Which is... Brook is a zone user. Confirmed. The Soul no Mi is actually the Hito no Mi soul model fruit.
I mean, you're trying to tell me that my thing earlier was a stretch.
Nah, I am completely accurate. Soul King is purely a zone.
The Skelly fruit.
The Skelly fruit. That's why he immediately turned into a skeleton and didn't have to die first before it happened. I want to do a...
Well, let me just try to, because, like, I can't 100% prove that lesser mink is not a thing. Kuro, though, all these things are similar to that of, like, a cat. But none of them are 100% representative of being a cat itself. It's things like, for instance, I have cats. Y'all have seen how many cats that I've been around. And I've adopted some traits from being around cats. So you can have animalistic traits that transfer into your personality without making you that animal or be part of a subspecies.
Kuro is constantly licking his own asshole. Cat.
I have not seen out of fan art him actually doing that.
It was more of a metaphor, but now I know what fan art you're fucking looking up JJ part of the problem.
I mean, it's one of those things where if you're a fan, you see a lot of weird shit just by looking up regular shit.
I don't look up regular shit. My consumption is my own, and then finding fan theories to piss you off with. Alright, so we're going to say you're going to take the cop-out answer of we're both a little right.
Well, it's more of the fact that I cannot prove without a doubt either situation. But there's no evidence, or there's nothing to 100. Like, where I'd be as far as lesser minks is, like, I'd be like, okay, that's a coin flip, 50-50. Kuro being a lesser mink, that's more like 20% at most.
I'm right. Get in the comments. Don't listen to him.
In fact, let's hear what your opinions are down there, whether or not you think lesser minks are a thing, and if Kuro is a lesser mink. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's about Devin winning.
Exactly. It's the most important thing.